Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today's video is going to be on personal truth. I've never met a person that had an addiction of any kind that were living within their personal truth. So personally, I believe all addiction comes from being afraid of your personal truth and trying to conform. Basically, the importance of personal truth is because it will give your life more meaning and you will have a more freeing life and a purposeful life. Now, the opposite of personal truth is aversion. If you guys aren't familiar with what aversion is, it's basically having a very intense fear or discomfort with this subject. So I'm going to give an example. If someone decides that their personal truth is they live a life of, they identify with being gay, which I personally believe that sexuality is in fact a social construct. So sexual orientation is basically a social construct, but we're going to give example as a person identifies themselves as being gay. That's their personal truth, yet they have an aversion of, basically they have an intense fear of not being accepted or not being able to get their needs met, or they don't feel comfortable with that part of themselves due to a number of reasons. So they decide that they live a life of a heterosexual lifestyle. So basically, this is a form of aversion. You're basically making a choice based on what you don't want. I don't want the criticism. I don't want to live a life of harshness, or I don't want to feel like an outcast, or I want to have a connection with my family. So basically, you're not actually making the choice to, or living within your personal truth. Now, sometimes living through your personal truth is really, really freeing. It's like you meet, people that are on the same wavelength as you. And there are other times that when you live through your personal truth, it's very difficult because you feel like you're the only one doing it. So, but living through your personal truth will be more rewarding than trying to conform all the time. If you guys are familiar with, if you are a person that feels like they can't conform, like no matter how hard they try, it's probably because you're not living through your personal truth. Your personal truth is like a blueprint. So basically, when you go off the blueprint, everything just doesn't feel connected. It doesn't feel like a puzzle piece. It doesn't feel right. So people that live through their personal truth make a commitment to do that, and they live a purposeful and meaningful life. So the opposite of personal truth is aversion, and people that struggle with any form of addiction fall into not being in alignment with their personal truth. So if you guys are familiar with the term light worker, they are people that basically have the intuitive ability to know how to heal someone based on the energy that they give off of, or based on what they feel from the other person. So people think that light workers are people that just shed love and light all the time, which is a majority of the calling, but it's also people that will shed light onto things or subjects within a person that they don't wish to be acknowledged. So if you are a person that has a calling to be a light worker, or has that gift, you will oftentimes shed light into people, or people around you will feel intimidated or uncomfortable around you because you're shedding that light that they don't wish to be acknowledged within themselves. So if you guys are living through your personal truth, today I'm very happy for you, and I really believe that that type of lifestyle is a commitment. So I'm going to give another example. If you guys are, I'm not familiar with what aversion is, and I hope that I'm explaining this correctly. Let's say that someone doesn't want to associate with germs. Now, obviously germs are everywhere, so they try very hard to limit what exactly they touch, or they might wear gloves all the time, and eventually, if they fall into this aversion, they will eventually evolve into somebody that has a hard time, like, not touching anything and having that strong discomfort. So an example of falling into an aversion or getting through an aversion is associating it with something that is more positive. When people think of germs, they think of sickness, they think of something negative. Or if you were to actually find something that is a more of a positive association with germs, um, this is a form of kind of working through the aversion or the discomfort. So this example will go into how most people live their day-to-day life. They make choices based on what they don't want, so they don't feel connected with themselves. They don't feel like they matter. They don't feel like they have a purpose. They feel like they're just going through the motions. So if you would like to live a meaningful life, it is helpful to live through the personal truth. So thank you guys so much for watching, and for those of you that have supported me, I appreciate you so much. And if you guys are interested or have a question relating to the theme of my channel, I will leave my email in the description box below. Thank you guys, and have a beautiful day.